You ain't get rid of the motherfucking duck. Let's let it build. Let it build. All right. As usual about this time, we back where we at. Back like we never left. No, we have to do. We have to stop coming to the stage like early. Like once we get everything live, we should probably not be at the stage. If that makes any sense. What you trying to do? What you doing over there?
Me?
Yeah.
Putting on cinder. You know.
Got you. Man, Lakers got sold for 10 racks.
What happened?
Today. I said the Lakers got sold for 10 billion. It's like, holy moly, donut shop.
10 billion is crazy, yo.
And I mean, for 10 billion, he didn't even get the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, good God almighty. It's crazy in the last 2 years that the Lakers and the Celtics were both sold. Like, those are iconic franchises. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoa. Like, yeah. But, yeah, what it is. It is what it is. But that's crazy work. You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things. Oh, Lord. I'm going to be on MTV, mama. Mama, I'm going to put this down. I'm good. Hey. Pudgy Pudge in the building. Hey, man, I was at this party this weekend, and Uncle Pudge, a.k.a. the architect, was DJing. Man, bro went crazy. It was supposed to be an engagement party. Man, I mean, well, it was supposed to be an engagement.
Thing off.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an engagement event. That thing
changed the whole tone. Huh?
Yeah, it definitely was a lot of women throwing that ass in a circle. I promise you that. He was going for it. But you know what I mean, goes to show he is, you know, what a good DJ will do. They'll turn something around real quick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good DJ will turn things around real quick. So that was the assignment to start partying. Yeah, I missed that. I mean, you know, look, man, it was a good time, man. You want to talk about watching people do something really cool, you know what I mean? Like planning something and executing it completely. Man, this brother proposed to his lady. It was their anniversary. And so he rented out, an event space. And then he had all of the special women in her life there.
Mm-hmm.
And as she walked in, he had them like, they double lines. So she walked through the line, and each of the women that was special to her presented her with a rose, like almost like welcoming her into, like, you know what I'm saying, like womanhood, or, this secret, society, but just all of them giving her flowers, giving her flowers, right? And at the end, he had the last rose, and in the last rose, he had that's where the ring was. And so, and you know, he had this heart like where he actually, you know, got on his knee and proposed. I said, man, you know what? People will be saying that romance still though, you know, there's still some romantic cats out here, man. They still doing it big,
man. Absolutely.
You know, there's a lot of people thinking that, you know what I'm saying, cats ain't still doing it big. But you know what I mean, it was big kudos to my man Cam this weekend. He did it big. And then, you know, I guess her girlfriends wanted to get ratchet, as my man said. They wanted to turn up.
Call that the last dance.
Yeah, ain't nothing like celebrating and then celebrate. You know what I'm saying? So they took it to the next level. But man, let's get this show on the road, man. Hey, welcome to the weekly discussion show, In Theory. I am Slap the Professor. As you guys know, man, I'm always here with my tag team partner, you know, the big fella himself. You know, that. Wait, you still going by the slow song King Kong, bro?
Absolutely. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. What's up, y'all? It's JC. I'm the slow song King Kong. And we'll get into that a little bit later. We're going back into my arena, I think, this week. We'll get to that. Yeah.
I would I can't argue that. But listen, you know, we are again theoretically R&B. Man, we appreciate, you know, the love before we get this thing started. Appreciate the love, you know, persistence that you guys are doing. We'll continue to tell you that May was our biggest month. And June is walking right on its tail, right behind it. So, man, we appreciate all the work that you guys are doing behind the scenes, man. I know a lot of you guys come up to me and be like, man, I put somebody on y'all podcast. Man, keep doing it. Keep rolling it. Keep doing it. You know what I mean? Like, it's important. You know, we trying to grow this space. You know what I mean? You know, the big fella need more bananas. So, all right. So what we talking about this week, JC? What you got for me?
Let's get it, man. Well, you know, we are an R&B podcast, so let's talk about what's out there.
All right.
Did you get a chance to peruse any of this new music out here? I was pleasantly surprised this week, man, with some new releases.
Good old R&B.
I was pleasantly surprised with some new releases.
I have. Let me tell you something. That Eric Benet thing is right.
It is.
The Eric Benet joint is right.
It absolutely is.
You know what I mean? It is absolutely doing something for me. I definitely like the new Maya joint. I bumped into that and was just like, I was like, okay, Maya, okay.
It's fresh, okay, right. It doesn't sound old. It doesn't sound dated. I agree, man. Yeah. It sounded good. Yeah.
I think that she was on that R&B tour. I think it might have put a little light on her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like light under. She like, look, you know, you start being around people, start being around the flow. You like,
she got the bug again, right?
Yeah. Like, I missed this. So, I mean,
she has hits, and the new stuff sounds good, man. So I'll look for some more Maya.
Okay, all right. CBZ back out there.
Yeah, man, it was all right. It's some floater. It's some face filler. I see CB's game now. He flooding the market.
Oh, absolutely.
There's never not going to be a Chris Brown track out there.
I think that's smart.
I'm not mad at it.
I think it's smart. I think that one of the key points of his game is, hey man, because the people who love you going to amplify your joint, even if like it's not great. They so thirsty for your tunes that they're gonna keep it up. I mean, honestly, you know, Jay-Z did it. Trey Songz did it. Big period. 50 Cent did it. You know what I mean? Just like those. Just keep it. Just keep.
Don't let it cool down, right?
Nope. Just keep feeding them.
I mean, I don't think you can in this market. I don't think you can because stuff comes out so rapidly. I mean, so he's working, yo. He on top of him, like I said in the discussion always of Kings of R&B, like my man might have a James Brown title because he's always working, yo. He always doing something.
Yeah. No, I mean, what about y'all, man? Y'all out there, y'all catching any of that stuff? Anybody got a favorite of the new music that dropped and want to be like, hey, yo, is there anything we need to check out?
Right. These are just some of the selections. That Wale and Forbats, it's weird because Forbats raps and sing, talks, whatever you call it. That Drake style. But somebody up this week, man. Right. In that, like, Wale amplifies rappers. Like, I think that needs to be his lane, yo.
No, I think he amplifies like R&B. Like if you get on his,
that's what I meant. He amplifies R&B.
No. Man, let me tell you something. I don't know what Wale's rapping style is called, but it's definitely like romantic rap. Like you know what I'm saying. Like you can, he expresses his feelings very, very well.
He comes off more poetic almost sometimes.
Yeah. He's definitely a poet. Yeah, he's definitely a poet, right? Spoken word background, like he would have probably killed in the neo soul,
right.
Like,
absolutely.
I mean, he probably is a child of it. Like, I mean, he is because neo soul was. But like, man, I mean,
right, poetic.
He's one of my favorite artists that people don't talk about. Like, I really do enjoy, you know what I'm saying, Wale.
Man, he's actually been in the news recently about that. I don't know if you saw, but what's the cat's name that does the videos on YouTube? He's with Drewski and Kevin Hart. I don't know his name. I'm old.
Casanat?
Yeah. So he ran into Wale at the BET Awards, and Wale introduced himself, and Casanat had no idea who he was. So later on in the show, apparently Wale walked up to him. He's always live. So he told his people, "Oh wow, that's Wale. Who is this guy?" And basically, Wale walked up to him and was like, "You making me look crazy online right now." And there was the argument was, should Casanat know who Wale is or not? Because he's a kid. Like, should he know who Wale is? And they were saying Wale was a little bit too emotional about it.
Well, I mean, there's a yes or a no on that, right? Like, yo, you can't. He made him look bad. You know what I'm saying? That's flat out, right? You know what I'm saying? Who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Is a real play, but I don't think he can get mad at. I don't know if he can get mad at Casanat for not knowing him. You know what I'm saying?
To the effect that you just said, when music recently, so and with the market, would Casanat know who Wale is? We were just talking about Breezy saying.
Yeah, I don't think that Casanat whole thing is to be on the Casanat show. Like, when is he going to listen to music? When is he, like, if it's not being thrown in his face and you don't have commercial popularity, then what I mean, it's tough. But Wale's not R&B, so I don't want to go too far down that road. But,
so I'll just drop these last two pieces off, yo. Kehlani, that folded, that's some hot work. I think, I mean, it's one of those, women's upset anthems, but it is some good work.
No, I like that joint a lot, actually. That toxic loving is always good. You know what I'm saying? All right, what else you got for me? Any of y'all checking out any of this? I mean, I asked once, I'll ask again. Any of y'all in the live world, y'all catch any of that? Got a favorite? I will tell you that Maya video with the protein shake squirting on her face. You see that, Joy? That put a little.
Where are you going with this?
No, I'm just saying, it put a little light on her. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
yeah. I mean, look, you gotta. The thing is you got to be sensational.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't do it on purpose.
However,
she was opening up her shake and it kind of like, this white substance, jumped on her face. But
she unintentionally went viral for it.
Yeah. Got a couple people. Happiness is Key. I like Folded by Kehlani. I dig that.
Elmeen is my guy, yo.
Let me tell you something, man. That dude, listen. He is.
Come out there with that long dashiki on.
Yeah, I hear that moo robe and shit. I only know his shirts and dashiki. He out there with a comfortable robe on. He out there. That dude is crazy good, yo.
Yeah, I don't hear anything bad come out of him, yo. Yeah.
Man, at the Roost picnic, bro, he was singing "The Rent Was Due," cause I was like, man, who is this kid?
Live, bro. Just like he on the album.
Yes. Oh, I've seen him like his clips, but to see him live was different. It was like, yeah. All right. Yeah. I agree, man. If you ain't on him, you need to get a little bit of his. Yeah. That's a voice.
Yeah.
That's a voice. All right, what else we got?
Last artist, Baby Rose. If you're not hip to Baby Rose, it's a definitely acquired sound. She has like an ashy, raspy voice. The song is called "That's All," and I'm asking y'all, go check this out. Tell me what you think.
Yo, you called the voice ashy and raspy. That's
it, man. Listen, I'm telling you, it's a unique sound. Check it out. It's something different. All right, those like strong whiskey and Newport voices. Yeah,
they are very, very like they're in the now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but go ahead.
Listen, she reminds me of, but she doesn't. It's a new and improved kind of like Leela James.
And Leela James definitely has the voice like that. She is singing the last couple of notes before she went hoarse.
Right.
Like you like that girl.
That's her sound. That's her whole sound, right?
Yeah, I know. You like, has she been singing too much? Like, I love Leela James, actually. Like, you know what I mean? Give her a break. Dang, she can't do all the solos.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Billboard is at it again.
Oh, Jesus. I wish Billboard stops.
I think they need to, man, because I have a question for you. Let's talk about it, and then I have a question for you at the end of this discussion. Come
on, bring it to me.
They dropped the 75 best R&B artists of all time, and I'm gonna just.
How deep we going into this list?
We not. I skipped around, but I just want you to look at somebody. Jackie Wilson is 72. Keisha Cole is 71. Her is 70. Tank didn't come in until 67. Keith Sweat, Tina Marie, Lettucey, Music, Anthony Hamilton, and Ashanti are 67 through 61. Oh, and let me. This is the caveat. So they're doing this weekly. They haven't gotten to number one yet. Let me go a little bit further down this rabbit hole.
Okay. Okay.
Tevin Campbell, 57.
All right.
John Legend, 50. Erykah Badu is at 28.
Can you stop? Can you please? let's discuss this 72 through 60.
Let's go back.
Yeah, maybe we should take it in chunks. All right. I love me some Keisha Cole. Okay. Go ahead and tell you this now. Okay. There ain't a place on this God green earth where she's a bigger nor better artist than her.
So no. So no, her is only one. She's one spot away from her.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it shouldn't be.
She's not in proximity.
And okay, well then let me correct my speech. I love me some Ashanti. Ain't
Ashanti
nowhere on God's green earth where she should be better than her. I think at Ashanti's family reunion,
if you ask Aunt Cheryl,
her cousin, after 2 shots of Remy, is going to be like, "Hey, you ain't better than her either." Like, come on, man. That's just. First of all,
and the other cousin that's sober gonna be like, "Yeah, you're not better than her."
Let me tell you something. I got to see the rest of this list, but there's a lot of disrespect on Auntie Tina. There's a lot of disrespect
there. I think it's a lot of disrespect on Tank, honestly.
Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is wild. And even so, we talked about this before. It's very difficult to mix in or have a discussion about the greatest of all time when you're talking about artists as old as Jackie Wilson and Tank on the same list. But if you are going to include, right, if you are going to include Jackie Wilson,
yeah,
beneath Ashanti and Keisha Cole.
Yeah. No, listen, Jackie Wilson dead because I know he rolling around in somebody.
Oh yeah. He's definitely rolling around in his grave.
What the hell?
You're talking about people who, you know, the greats have said Jackie Wilson inspired them. So it's just, you know, this is blasphemy.
All right, go ahead. We're gonna have.
All right, let's go a little bit deeper down the rabbit hole.
This is gonna be a real thing later on.
This is gonna piss you off.
Hold on.
Now,
Everybody's gonna have to do homework, and then we're gonna have to really, really talk about this. Look, I mean, everybody's unanimous on that her needs to be higher. I see it. All right. You got Chocolate Thunder on here, Miss Smith on here. Yeah, we talking this talk. All right, come on. Give me the next situation.
So, all right, I skipped around after this because we're not listing 75. Tevin Campbell is at 57. Rihanna is at 46. SZA is at 44. Brandy is at 41. Aaliyah is at 40.
Whoa.
So they ranked Aaliyah higher than Brandy. Babyface is at 35. And this is where I really just checked out. I'm going to give y'all a little bit. I'm going to give you the end of the list to show you where they are. But Luther Vandross is at number 22. Janet Jackson is at number 17.
Okay. So let me okay. Now listen. God rest her soul, right? God rest her soul. You're not going to get me to, you know what I'm saying? And I think that she had a run. But I'd be really hard pressed to say that Aaliyah is actually better than SZA. That's a tough one for me. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great discussion. All right, let me write some of these down because we're gonna take this to the. Some of these I have to take to the streets now. I'm interested in that Aaliyah versus SZA conversation. That's for me.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's tough to say that Aaliyah is better than Brandy, and you already know, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't
think that's even a discussion. I don't think that Aaliyah, SZA, or Rihanna are in proximity to Brandy. Personally, as an R&B artist,
I'm gonna go even tougher. He has a phenomenal couple of hits. I won't take this away from him. But Tevin Campbell over Anthony Hamilton I'm
taking Tevin Campbell over Anthony Hamilton.
You taking Tevin Campbell over Anthony Hamilton?
I'm taking Tevin Campbell over Anthony
Hamilton.
And like I said, people could come up with their own criteria. But they said the best R&B, it's not the best R&B artist. I want to say, I'm going to leave it at R&B artist. I get that part. And I'm okay with somebody having a different opinion on that one, right? There's some of these that you cannot have a different opinion on.
Beasley can't be at 26. That's too low for him. Babyface at 35 is too low.
Of all time, you think Chris Brown? If you were making a list, you say Chris Brown at 26 is he needs to be closer to number one?
I could probably see him in the teens. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I could see him where Janet is. If Janet is 17, Chris Brown should be 18, 19. Like they got just as much music, just as much. I mean, Janet was, but Chris Brown got a lot of stuff, bro.
He does. But hold on.
And a lot of number one hits.
But hold on. Janet, the most egregious piece on here is that Luther Vandross is the number 22 to me.
No, that's well, yeah. I gotta see the top 10. The top 10 is gonna dictate. The top 10 is gonna dictate this. Because
doing 28.
So, because let me go ahead and say this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody here knows that I'm from Philadelphia. Okay. You got to tell me where Auntie Patty is on this. I don't know where she.
I didn't put her on here. She's on the list, but she's too high up.
Where? That's what I'm saying. Where is she?
I don't have it right off the top. Bro.
Is she lower than? Is she at a lower number than Janet Jackson?
No.
Okay.
Janet Jackson is higher than Patty. Like she's ranked higher than Patty.
Yeah, I'd have to see the criteria, as my man Bishop Don Juan said, criteria, right? I don't know, because all right, Erykah Badu and Brandy, right? And again, I love me some Erykah Badu. You ain't never gonna get me to argue about it. But if this is about impact and hits, I don't know if Erykah Badu can. If this is a versus, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're both going to fizzle out on, if you're not a fan of them, who's going to last the longest. But Brandy had the bigger hits than Erykah Badu. Now, again, if you asking me who I want to pay to see in concert, I'm going to go see Erykah Badu every day of the week. But Brandy, I'm just saying that's a personal choice. But I can't take away Brandy's impact. I can't take away Rihanna. Rihanna at 46 just feels crazy. I don't know. That's a crazy number for me.
I'm totally okay with that. But, you know, again, I think the criteria would have to be more specific for me. But as far as just me in my mind thinking about music that I want to hear, Rihanna at 46, 50 is okay with me.
I can't see.
That's a good one though. You said to me, Badu and Brandy. That's a good discussion to me.
But this is what I'm trying to see. This is why you can't listen to these people, right? This is SZA has just broken the record for the longest female artist on Billboard. You understand what I'm saying? So she done broke y'all own record, and y'all didn't put her at 44. That don't make sense.
Okay, but then like even with that, you would have to take into account that Billboard wasn't tracking a Jackie Wilson, or Etta James is on the list, or you know what I mean? Like there's got to be some. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Biology. I don't know, man. But all of these artists weren't even. Nobody said that about my man John Legend. Is John Legend at 50?
So I don't know, and let me tell you this why. I'm trying to push my hate from where John Legend is now to where John Legend was.
Yeah.
If we're talking about John Legend's first two albums, John Legend is way too high at 50. If we're saying John Legend, you know what I'm saying, recently. The one that sings for Walmart commercials and shit like that, I can't. Like that John Legend, I gotta push off to the side.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I dug back into John Legend because we were giving him so much grief. John Legend's still making decent music, man. He just leaned too much into that Kroner shit, man. Yeah, like I'm not mad at you. Marvin Gaye got to be in top 10, but he got to be right there with Luther Vandross. So I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know. 22 for Luther Vandross, who is my goat for R&B, is ridiculous to me. I mean,
you said that if you look up R&B in the dictionary, Luther Vandross's picture should be there.
I mean, we gotta. You know what's gonna burn you up about this, because you're gonna hate the pop artists that are gonna creep. You know I
see in the advertisement, Mariah is up there, Beyonce.
John Legend and his yodeling ass can stay where he at.
Who? John Legend?
Oh, goodness. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. I mean.
All right, let me give you a little bit more. So this is where we
at. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, they're at 11 now. And this is where we are. Mary J is at 16. Sam Cooke is at 13. Usher is at 12, and Ray Charles is at 11.
Ray Charles too low.
Too low, like too close to the prime.
Yeah, I would push Ray Charles to 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? But I would probably put Luther in front of Ray Charles.
Absolutely. I would anyway. And I won't say I didn't mean to say it with such aggression, right? Ray Charles is a pioneer.
He is a pioneer.
But also for
Jackie
me,
Wilson.
like some of these like details, Ray Charles was more bluesy. has some rock and roll type stuff, and he helped shape what R&B is. But I don't think he's number 11.
Yeah, number 11 is Ray Charles at 11 and Luther Vandross at 22. That's tough for me to eat. I mean, and to be honest with you, Sam Cooke at 13 and Luther Vandross at 22, it's tough for me to eat. Like I can't. That's
now you get somebody's great granddaddy on here talking
about
something.
I think Sam Cooke is to me, switch him. I'll take Luther 13, Sam Cooke at 22.
I'm not taking Luther Vandross at number 13. Luther Vandross got to be top 5 for me.
I think definitely in the top 10. I don't
top 10. All right, maybe top 10.
Top 10.
Now, this is where it gets real hairy though, because like I'm not mad at Mary at 16 because of her impact. I'm not mad at Usher because of his impact. I just, my thought process is some of these pioneers, them outperforming some of these pioneers in these rankings, yo. Like, I gotta see the top 10.
All right. I mean, Usher at 12 feels. I think Usher could have fell anywhere between 5 to 12. I think Mary J could fall anywhere between 16 and 8. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's movable, right? It's kind of like when you're debating like where Kobe Bryant belongs.
And
right?
you okay with it. You're not mad if somebody says something in that range.
Yeah. I can respect that. I mean, it's all go back to that last page. I need to look at some things. Like, to be honest with you, like, okay, like, is Aaliyah really better than Tina Marie? Like,
no,
that's what I'm trying to say here. Like,
absolutely not.
Ooh, oh, that's tough.
There's no way in hell. And so that's where, like I said, there might be some variation in our list, but if you tell me that you're taking Aaliyah over Tina Marie, we having different conversations about music.
I mean, but you're also old as shit. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, you drink old granddad. I'm just saying it's just that, like, yo, this is
I have shit.
This hurts my feelings.
All right, so here we go. These are the questions that you've seen it all. These are the questions I wanted to ask you.
Go ahead.
Is Billboard on to something with the market? Is this just clickbait? And my second question to you is, could you pick a top 10?
Okay. I don't think it would be a unanimous top 10. Again, I think I think it's clickbait in some ways. I think it goes with probably artists that they've done specials on or interviews with. I believe, right, because like, would I put Mariah ahead of Mary J. Blige, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're talking about R&B music, I don't think Mariah is in front of Mary J. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. And I'm 100% with you.
So,
but I would respect somebody's opinion who thought otherwise. Those two.
Well, Mariah is a global pop artist, right? So, right. I mean, so what I'm saying to you is that what I fully expect to see, right, when we turn over to the top 10, all right, I fully expect to see Stevie Wonder. I fully expect to see Beyonce. I fully expect to see I had the names on rolling. They were rolling off. I do expect to see Marvin Gaye, right? Because Marvin hasn't been stated, right?
You said Stevie already?
I said Stevie, okay. Michael, Prince. Yeah. That's 5, right?
All right. So you said Mariah, Stevie, Michael, Prince, Beyonce. That's
Whitney,
5, right?
Whitney 6. Whitney's gonna come in. Whitney's gonna be in there 6.
Right.
They threw me a monkey wrench with that Luther solo. So I mean,
did you say Marvin is not? We didn't say Marvin would be in the set. Did we say Marvin already?
Yeah, I said Marvin.
Okay.
Shit, man. Who am I missing?
Oh, Rick James, all your people. Rick James has already been. He was up there.
Yeah, I knew Rick James ain't in.
I mean,
Teddy,
he's far down the list anyway, right? But
Teddy definitely. Teddy should be there. He probably could be like 10.
That's interesting.
Teddy should be about 10. There's some. Oh, Diana Ross.
Okay.
Diana Ross is gonna be on there.
Okay.
So that's 8 or 9, and then there's a 10th floating out there that probably I'm not thinking of that.
Somebody
probably
just to piss you off.
Yeah, probably. I mean, asking where Al Green is was
Al Green already up there. He's on the list. I left some heavy hitters off here, but Al Green is there already.
Yeah, I can see Al and Patty both already being mentioned, right? Whoa. I don't know who the 10 would be. Who number 10 is? Whitney. So Michael, Prince, Stevie, Marvin, right?
Yeah.
Teddy. You said Mariah's gonna be in there. That's 6. Beyonce. I don't know if Shaka got enough. I don't know if Shaka got enough.
Shaka already on there.
Yeah, I can see Shaka already. I don't know who that 10th is.
I don't know. You got like 3 more spots.
I don't know if
I see. So right, Tanae she said it's definitely clickbait. Al Green is already up there. I'm not feeling. Who did we see? Who we got here?
Luther's too low. The issue is that Luther's too low.
So that throws everything off, right? When you say Luther's at 22, it throws everything off.
Yeah.
All right, so
yeah,
that's it, man. That is Billboard's discussion right now. And I think it's keeping people talking.
Aretha probably. Was Aretha already mentioned?
She's in there. Nope. She's in there.
Yeah, she's gonna be in the top 10.
Good.
Yeah,
call.
she's gonna be in the top 10.
Yep.
She'll be in the top 10.
Now
Gladys was
already
already mentioned.
Groups or anything, so they can't say the Temptations.
No, they ain't gonna do no groups. Right. No.
They already said Smokey Robinson.
Ron Osley got to be up there.
Osley could be it. Nope. But that's
but he's not gonna make the top 10 because he's the Osley brother. So
yeah,
it's just woo-wee. You know what? We should do our own.
I would like to see what we came up with for a top 10, yo.
All right.
I'd like to see that. Let's make that happen.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm
Trey Songz. Say what?
I think Trey Songz could be in the top 75.
74?
Yes, I mean, real at the bottom. I can see that. All right.
I mean, I would definitely trade him for Keisha Cole or Ashanti.
Let me tell you something real quick. This is what happens when we let other people gatekeep the culture. I just want to say that for the record. All right. So, I mean, so that's all I'm gonna say on that. All right.
So
what else you got?
Next week. I'll let y'all know next week what that 10 was.
You didn't piss me off.
It gets the people going. All right. Let's talk about this week's episode. What we've been listening to this week.
Oh man, how many people listen to Two Pepper Steppers Part 2? Look, there's a lot of people who told me this has been one of their favorite episodes to date. Which is funny because sorry, y'all, I have a child. Yo, go back upstairs, please. Thank you. Because Two Pepper Steppers 1 is our most highly rated episode.
Number 1.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So we spent the block on it, and it became again, something that was just really fun, really
explain what a Two Pepper Stepper is, y'all. Because
so Two Pepper Stepper, I mean, y'all all seen Hitch, right? Where he was trying to teach my man just to stay right in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just hey, stay right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to do nothing fancy. The Two Pepper Steppers just make you move them feet. That's why we call them peppers, because your feet hot. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you can kind of ratchet up. It's the beginning of everything, right? It's the black shirt, you know what I'm saying, of it all. Like if you're a good DJ, you know what you're looking for, you know what I'm saying? So you get ready to rock out on this. So that's pretty much what it is. You want to tell them what the songs are, you might have to blow that up big for the people.
For these old folks. All right, so
yeah, I got you.
Here we go.
Got your back.
All right, so Slap and I were joined by King Flexa, the king of R&B bop, doing his thing all over the place with the Basement R&B and many other ventures, yo. So, man, this was a great episode. We just talked about those songs that get you bopping, yo. He's in the street, so we talked a little bit about what songs you might hear in that atmosphere that get the crowd going. So, Slap started off in old school with Never Too Much, Parliament, Knee Deep, and Cameo Single Life. I came by, actually Flexa came behind him with A Night to Remember, Square Biz, and Early in the Morning. And then I did Watching You by Slave, More Bounce, and Do I Do by Stevie Wonder.
I really, really liked I liked Flex's choices a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know,
I know you absolutely did, yo, because he picked Tina Marie and Gap Band.
Okay, well that's fair. I mean, let's not, you know what I mean? We'll have to run through. I listened to Single Life again, and I was like, you know what? I probably still should have went like Candy or Word Up, but you know what I'm saying? I was going for a target audience, so I really did still dig. I dug this song. Like, but there was something
you named the target audience, yo. We got a new hashtag out of this episode.
Yeah. City aunties. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag City Aunties. Matter of fact, I'm putting that in the chat right now. You know what I'm saying? What about you, man? What did you think about your choices?
Man, I like my choices. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I think I went last on this, and I got these in the wrong place. But y'all came real hard on that first. Y'all came hard on that old school. So I felt like I came in third place in old school. So I was feeling some type of way, but I think we circled back around in mid school and everybody got back on track.
So I mean, let me say for the record, if you're gonna come, you should come hard. But
however you want to take that.
Yeah.
You're wild.
But you know, so one big shout out to my man Rich. My man Rich, he listens faithfully every Friday. He catches it on Friday. And about Friday at 10:30, I'm going to get a message from him. Okay. Friday, 10:30 a.m. I'm getting a message. And you know what he said?
What?
How you man not like Dwelle, yo?
Yeah. See, that wasn't the thing. I love that album. To me, it's not a party starter. It's not a two pepper stepper.
It's such a good jam, yo.
It's a jam. It's just not a two pepper stepper. Dwelle found a way.
He was pissed at you. But I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you that, you know what I'm saying, you know, I had some dissension in other places listening to it in the car, and he was like, yeah, that don't do it.
That ain't it.
Oh, yeah, that ain't it. Hammer, you ain't hitting it in New York. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's the Charlemagne meme. Yeah,
that. So I'll stand down on the choice because I think it's a hit or miss.
But you came out of left field with a banger with that You Will Never Find, yo.
Well, see, I was like, man, I'm gonna mess them up with this joint, yo. That is one of my favorite tracks. Like, and I know a lot of it is done to Quiet Storm, but if you like literally take one of my favorite hip hop beats and then you give me some R&B with a little, I think got a little reggae influence on it. Yeah, that joint jam. Like, yeah, I mean, I knew I was gonna hit y'all hard with that joint, yo. So, I mean, so that was my favorite. That was my favorite joint in middle school.
Flexa came with Slow Down. No, he came with Touch Me, Tease Me. Tell Me from Bobby V. And what was his last one?
I Love Your Smile, Shanice.
Oh, yeah, that was so look. That might have been my favorite from middle school because I've been trying to figure out where Shanice fits for a minute.
Yeah.
I couldn't. We literally have not done a show where I could figure out where that song fits, and for him to say that, in his arena, that would get the crowd moving. That was good to hear.
Yeah, he touched the sky. He touched the sky in this session right here. Yeah. I thought this was his best work. Does anybody have a favorite, like a favorite song from the episode that kind of took you to a place or something that reminded you as we kind of battering on about what we like? Was there anything for you that stood out, or as you looking at the screen that you like, yo, what's that? Real quick, and we can have JC sing it, because he's like a jukebox. But yeah, anything that stood out. But yeah, I thought that was Flex's best space.
Mm-hmm.
That's
where he at, man.
Yeah,
I thought that 90s R&B would do it for you.
Yes, and it got increasingly better. Like, I think that was the best part about it. Like Touch Me, Tease Me, I was like, okay, all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then he explained why he liked it. Or I was like, yo, you can't lie about Touch Me, Tease Me. But then he came with that Tell Me, that Bobby V, and then he ended it with that Shanice. And I was like, man, brother.
That was clean.
Yeah.
That was clean.
Yeah, it was tight. It was tight. All right, then we went to the new school. You know what I mean? So, this is where, again, I like to always try to
treacherous waters out here. We treading lightly in new school.
I love London Summers. If y'all
that was
not
good. You put me
Summers,
on.
Yeah, like
That's
I'm gonna tell y'all. Yeah, flat out, London Summers. I'm literally typing it into the chat because I want y'all to go listen to that joint. You know what I mean?
That was a jam.
You know what I mean? That thing rocks. You know what I mean? So was it was my favorite to see y'all reaction to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, about O'Deal. And then of course, we had the Nasty Girl. We finally came with our city girls. We had city aunties, city cousins, and then we went city girls with Nasty by Tanashi. So again, I like my set. I wasn't, I think this is where Flexa might have missed a little bit, but but I actually didn't hate Starboy. You know what I mean? So
in retrospect, and I listened to it this week too, I don't like Starboy. That was his one miss for me. I'm not a huge Weeknd fan though, honestly.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, that's true. You know what I mean? Then you cheated. You put a song in it that wasn't even in the goddamn category.
So Sherry Dennis is not new school.
She is not new.
It's not as old as you thought it was. You was trying to.
No, it wasn't egregious. It wasn't
egregious.
It wasn't egregious, but it definitely wasn't what you thought it was.
Yeah.
So,
agreed.
But you know what I'm saying. So
it was a good show, though, man. So if you have not listened to Two Pepper Steppers Part 2, spin the block on that. If you have listened to it, go listen to it on another platform. It sounds completely different.
Yeah, and honestly, man, still some of them songs for your cookout. It's cookout season. It's coming through. Like, them couple joints will get
Juneteenth tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, Juneteenth. You're right. Juneteenth.
Perfect time. We'll get you when you throw something. I know y'all throwing something on the grill.
Yeah. Anybody got black lemonade? I had some black lemonade one year for Juneteenth. We all black everything. All right. And then the last piece. What we doing next week, right?
Let's talk about it.
All right, man.
Hey, no pun intended.
Right. So next week's episode, this week's episode dropping tonight at 12 a.m. It is called Talk to Me. And it is songs where it has a talking interlude. There's some kind of talking breakdown. We got King Flexa back in the building. He's coming through. And then on this, man, it's some of your favorite songs where a cat breaks it down. JC said, what's the definition called when you talk on a track?
Damn, it's an R&B
soul rap.
You call it a rap.
Yeah,
soul rap. Yeah,
soul rap. Yeah. So on this, we got cats that are just like, it's somebody somewhere has to talk through the track. Like, you know what I mean? So,
right. And that can come in a lot of different ways. Sometimes it's sexy, sometimes it's whining or begging.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That soliloquy presents itself in different ways.
And before y'all yell at us, we left some low-hanging fruit off there. I'm going to go ahead and just tell y'all right now. We left End of the Road off when bass is, yo, you know, all those times you was out with that other fella, I knew about it. I just didn't care. We didn't do that. Also,
so like, right,
because
it's like a competition. It's really like a competition. So we sitting there thinking like, I can't give them. That's too easy. Like I don't want to. Right.
So I don't want y'all yelling at me. One more. We did not do Orange Juice Jones walking in the rain. All right. We didn't do it. We covered it earlier in the show before. We did not definitely do that as a talking period. Okay. So I don't want y'all saying, hey, man, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? We always trying to dig in the crates just a little bit and not pick the easiest thing. Right. So no Boys to Men, no Orange Juice Jones. Even though both of them on two different sides of both of them got cheated on and they both handled it way different. Hey, are you more Orange Juice Jones or Boys to Men?
I'm somewhere in the middle of that. Orange Juice Jones was left, Boys to Men was right. Yeah.
You see, people don't understand it. Orange Juice Jones was pissed.
Yeah, he was mad. That was definitely in the moment. He was pissed off.
And let me tell you, ladies, if a man ever greets you with, hey, I got some hot chocolate on the stove for you, that man is pissed. Don't even sit down. Go ahead, man. Walk out. Because no man prepare hot chocolate.
You're doing some dirt, right?
Yeah, don't just walk out. Walk out right there. Listen, I have a dream one day that one of my kids are gonna do the monologue for that for me. Like that's like you know how Cosby Show had the kids doing the joint. That's my Cosby Show episode. I want my kids to do Walking in the Rain for me one time. So that's all I want. Like that's what I want for one of my birthdays.
I see you, son. You're Quincy Jones. Listen, Barry's gonna make an appearance.
Oh yeah, Barry is definitely gonna make an appearance. Sometimes Barry just doesn't. He didn't sing at all. He just talked. He just talked to you. The bass jumped up. But there's not a song by which Barry didn't say, "Yo, let me go ahead and talk to him." So he is the.
He set the stage, right?
Yes, yeah. He talking Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you ain't never gonna run away. But we got some other joints that y'all are not gonna like. Y'all ain't gonna be prepared. I got one in the chamber waiting on y'all. That when y'all hear that, y'all gonna be like, "Oh snap!" I promise you. But yeah, man, it was a fun episode, man. We pined for the days when cats talked on the tracks. The new cats don't do that as much anymore.
Man, it's hard to find new school cats talking.
Yeah, they straight to the. Yeah, they like to slap it up, flip it, and rub it down real fast. So you know what I mean. They ain't trying to romance. But do y'all have a favorite? Y'all can put in the chat really quick. Y'all got a song where somebody talks on the interlude. We may or may not cover it. You know what I'm saying? But the episode drops tonight, so we see it. We'll cover your joint. Don't think super duper commercial. You know what I'm saying? Silk Freak.
Think outside the box. There you go.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
He was kind of talking. I didn't. Now we listen. That was a good one. He was talking.
You know what I think? I think that we should be inspired by Billboard, and we should try to create a top 75 in all levels. Like there should be a top 75 R&B group.
Are there 75 groups that you would put on a list?
Absolutely.
75 groups.
Absolutely. Yo, the 90s had 20 R&B groups alone.
You ain't lying. You're right. The 90s could take care of groups by itself, bro.
Yeah.
And we could call on some cats you haven't heard of in a while either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, intro, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, you can
notice that might make an appearance. I'm not sure. Go listen tonight, Shanita, and let me know if that makes an appearance.
That Clouded is my jam. Chocolate Thunder, that song is so him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but Jodeci actually on the first album talked through damn near all of their songs. Like, that was Devontae's thing. You know what I mean? Like he just let me.
Oh, right, because he wasn't singing. So Devontae, that's where he got it. That's where he dug his heels in. He'll get a little verse in there.
Yeah. So I give you one that I didn't. I love you, Drew Hill. My time wasn't enough. I gave you that. that was one of a classic joint. You know what I mean? That again, man, there's a lot of solid music. Again, as we always talk through these topics, man, music is so it's so vast, and for every topic that we talk through, and Flexa talks about this on the show. He always like, "Yo, man, y'all only gave me 3 songs," and it's like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be more music. What I mean? So that's the beauty of it. Our job is to remind you of maybe a hit or two to get you to agree, to get you to argue, get you to yell at your speaker. If you talked to the show, if you yelled at your radio,
we won,
or your headphones,
that's a win.
You moved a little bit, right, in the same episode, and you go, oh, I forgot about that. And we can get you to do those 3 things during the course of our show. We've accomplished the mission. That's the mission. So that's it. Before we get out of here, let you guys know that the next time we speak to you guys, we are doing we're doing a live recording, live taping of theoretically R&B. So if you have any interest in joining the audience, right, during a live taping, now this is not like Groove Theory where there was more like a performance. This is just there's a crowd, there's a chance for you to kind of be in the flow. We be like,
right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just getting some of these summer vibes. We're gonna have a good meme playlist going. You know what I mean? Before the show, after the show, and then we also gonna do a little Q&A real quick. You know what I mean? So if you ever have some questions you wanted to ask me or you wanted to ask JC, you know what I'm saying? Definitely do it. JC gonna have a tight shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Gonna flex his muscles for y'all. And but yeah, it's gonna be a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I was explaining it to my man just before we got on. It's a little different than Groove Theory, man. Like, this is literally us recording like an episode like we do, any of the other ones, man. But with some good feedback, because we always do better, bouncing our ideas off of other people. So we would love for you to be there. There's a few spaces left. If you would like to be included, just DM us on Instagram, and we will get you that location. And that's next Tuesday.
Absolutely. So you'll get all the details, you know what I'm saying, and everything that's going to pop off in your DMs. I mean, in your response. All right. So, man, listen, man, this is always fun. We love In Theory because it gives us a chance to really see some of the stuff that y'all thinking, what y'all talking through. We really, really do appreciate you guys for leaning in. Remember to continuously run up the numbers. Hey, if you listen to it once on a device, listen to it another time. Put it in your search engine, theoretically R&B, and then all the little places that it come up, man, hit play on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Listen to it as much as possible. Listen to it again, and again. We'll take it. You know what I mean? Go back and listen to some old episodes that you haven't heard before. I think that that's one of the real fun things is also sometimes seeing the growth. Sometimes seeing how we've shifted, you know what I mean? Yeah, as Chocolate Thunder said, just hit play. You know what I'm saying? It's a great musical journey. And look, man.
That, if you know what, we talked about this a little bit last week. All the commentary that we get in our inboxes and going back and forth, leave it under the post. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. Let's get this community, this forum going so other people can respond, man.
Stop texting me, yo.
Right. I literally, it's people on here who text me and be like, oh, that was a good one. Leave it on the post. Hit like and leave it on the post, man. We like Slap said, we're trying to grow our engagement for a whole bunch of different reasons. One, because we want to grow the platform, but 2, one of the goals is to create that forum, like I said, where people are talking about R&B.
Yeah, and also listen, and don't throw us up in them stories, man. Let some other people get down with it too, man. Share it, man. We love it. Yeah, man. I love when people tag us in their posts to let us know that they're watching, man. Keep up the energy. Listen, summertime is about good times and vibes. And man, that's what our show was about. So, man, if you ever just need some time to, you got some time to just catch our vibe, man. Catch our vibe, man. I promise you, it's a good time. All right.
Chocolate Thunder in here promoting that episode 52. Throw some more clips up, Donna. Go ahead, Sharon.
We appreciate you guys for leaning in, man, as usual. Hey, the episode drops at midnight, man. We'll see y'all next week. We'll see y'all next week, one way to whether in person or online. We're gonna see y'all all next week. All right, so make sure y'all come through. All right, guys. Have a great day, evening.